Busy morning on area roadways. Unfortunately, kind of a nightmare scenario as we are looking at our traffic map right here to start things off. Probably at least 16, maybe 18 accidents still going on right now. It's again, bridges, overpasses, and now some of even the main roads are icing up across the metro. So south to north, I-44, looking at it just at a crawl right now, pretty close to the river. Again, south of downtown on 244, looking at a lot of red, a lot of accidents just north of the IDL. That's going to be on Highway 75. Again, folks, you may get a little bit too confident this morning thinking the roadways are just wet. But when you approach all the bridges and overpasses, they are a sheet of ice. City crews in Tulsa are working to sand those at the moment. They don't have all of them sanded yet. So you've got to take extreme caution when you approach the bridges and overpasses. And if you can possibly even work at home today, that's going to be the best time to do that, or today is going to be the best day for that. Looking at a lot more accidents on 169 and I-44, 244 heading up to the airport, some accidents, so they're just pretty much all over the place. On the elevated roadways is where about 99% of these accidents are located. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our shot from our chaser, Mark Fulton, who has been helping us out all morning long. And he is across the northern portion of the metro this morning. And Mark, you're on the line with us this morning. Even against some of the other roadways besides the bridges and overpasses beginning to ice over out there, right?
Yes, Clint. Some of the lesser traveled areas such as 36th Street North, North Harvard, from Highway 11 northward are a solid sheet of ice. Top speed limit is about 2 miles an hour, to be honest with you, if you can even get going. And the other thing I will go ahead and mention is that there are more than accidents than what you're seeing on that page that are actually working right now. There's probably closer to 35 accidents, maybe 40.
Wow.
They're just not showing up because Tulsa police are on Operation Slick Streets, so they're not even getting the calls. So there are at least 35 to 40 accidents working in the metro area this morning, Clint. Yeah,
emergency vehicles extremely busy. You earlier were on some of the bridges and overpasses, and you're good thing kind of avoiding a lot of them. They're just a sheet of ice, aren't they?
Yeah, they were. The people would come up on them after driving on that wet pavement that had been heavily traveled on, and they would hit those bridges and just lose control. And it's just a miracle nobody went off that roadway there because it was open. There's no guardrail there. When I drove through there, I noticed that. So very lucky up in my neck of the woods up there that those cars just spun out and they were able to get corrected and get back out of there.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's been a long time since we've had a morning like this, again, with the freezing precipitation and the falling temperatures. And most of the metro, at least areas south of I-44 for most of the morning so far, have been above freezing. But now they are beginning to drop below freezing, so that Arctic air pushing in. Mark, thank you so much, and certainly exercise caution as you head home this morning. Appreciate your reports for sure. All right, again, that's Mark Fulton. As we take a look at our shot this morning, this is 169 to 71st Street. Thankfully, I'm looking at a lot of folks taking it easy, slowing down. Again, you're just going to be confident, saying, they're just wet. No, they are not. As you approach the bridges, overpasses, the elevated roadways, again, they are all icy out there this morning. So as we look at radar, this magenta color showing you all the freezing precipitation in the form of freezing drizzle, pretty much the worst kind of winter weather you could have, is Tulsa heading up to the north. You head up the Will Rogers Turnpike towards Claremore. Veneta also dealing with that. Pretty much just drizzle, Okmulgee heading southeast on the Turnpike to Muskogee. We're looking at temperatures still above freezing in this particular area. So here's a look at the latest temperatures. We're now at 27 in Tulsa. If we were to show you Bixby's temperature, they're at 30. So that cold Arctic air mass seeping southward right now. Still above freezing Muskogee, Okmulgee. You will see falling temperatures the rest of the morning heading into the afternoon. 32 up in Grove, 19 is that temperature around Coffeyville. So Future Track continues to show you the freezing precipitation this morning. Might be a little bit of a let up around lunchtime, and then a little bit more patchy freezing drizzle noted by this pink color a little bit later on today into the early evening hours. Winter weather advisory is for the freezing drizzle, Tulsa, Bartlesville, to the east and northeast and back to the west. This goes until 6 o'clock. Could see a few more counties to the south added to this advisory. Highs today, I think we've pretty much already had our highs. I think temperatures for at least the Tulsa metro the rest of the day are going to be into the upper 20s for us. We're going to be chilly tonight. Black ice. Again, you'll have to watch out for slick spots tonight heading into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, teens and 20s when you wake up. Tomorrow afternoon, only upper 20s. Might be a slightly milder south of I-40 tomorrow, near 40. 7-day forecast. Reinforcing shots of cold Arctic air. Might be a little bit more patchy, freezing drizzle Wednesday. But look at these temperatures by Friday. Lower 20s, temperatures in the teens, but with a gusty north winds, those wind chills are going to be in the single digits and most likely below zero wind chills as we head into the weekend. Could be some light snow push in for Saturday, 19 for a high. Some of the computer models showing single digit highs Sunday and below zero temperatures. Coldest air mounts we've probably had in about 20 years or so, maybe even a little bit longer than that for the rest of the week, especially heading into the upcoming weekend. So exercise caution, slow down if you absolutely have to travel out there this morning. Roads are icy and will continue to be the rest of the morning into the afternoon. Be safe out there.